Hello, my brothers and sisters, and welcome to another podcast. This week, I have some very important issues to discuss with you. First, I need everyone to know that there is no mandatory training over the summer. Yes, if you created a deliberate practice plan that requires you to take a training, and they offer it in the summer, you may want to take that training. However, if someone is telling you that you have to take a training on your own time and refers to it as a mandatory training, I'm telling you that there is no mandatory training outside of contract hours. I don't say this to discourage you from taking professional development. We all have a responsibility to maintain our certifications. PCTA has increased our own PD budget tenfold over the past 3 years. We believe in professional development, as do all of you. But it is your choice whether or not to take training after hours, and no one should tell you that such a training is mandatory. So let's talk about what's happening in Tallahassee. It looks like we will be getting more funding from Tallahassee than in the previous 3 years. The base student allocation is looking to be about $75 per student. That's the good news. The bad news is that amount will do nothing to get us out of the bottom 10 states in the country for teacher salaries. That amount will do little to help get our support professionals safely above poverty wages. The amount they will be giving us is not sufficient to negotiate the raises we all deserve, and definitely not enough to attract teachers or to keep the ones that are already contemplating leaving. We currently rank 46th in the country in teacher pay, and the funding they are sending us, while better than the 47 cents we got last year, will not be enough to move our ranking above 46th in the nation. Add to this drama the fact that HB 7123 will force us to share our referendum dollars with charters, and the picture becomes bleak. For those that are not informed, over $4,100 of your salary comes from a taxpayer referendum, which PCTA has taken the lead in getting passed 4 times since 2004. Should this referendum fail to pass in 2020, teachers in Pinellas would lose that amount from their salaries. Sharing the referendum means that every teacher will lose about $350 to $400 next year. So PCTA will go into bargaining next year already $400 in the hole. I wonder how many people who voted for the lawmakers that make these decisions will blame their union when they see their salary cut. These would be the same people who claim that PCTA did not do a good job of bargaining raises, which, by the way, amounted to about 300 times the amount of funding the district got from the state. I wonder how many locals anywhere in this country can turn 47 cents per student funding into a raise and benefits of around 300 times that amount. Well, maybe PCTA's loyal members will not spend the necessary funds needed to ensure the referendum passes. After all, why should they? Why should they spend their hard-earned dues money working to pass a referendum so that non-members can enjoy the fruits of their labor, and so Pinellas County Schools can brag about having the highest starting salary? I'll be straight with you all. It can get real frustrating fighting hard to get everyone contractual rights, health benefits, and raises when only 55% of us are paying the freight, while 45% of us catch a free ride. Maybe we should ask that 45% to come up with the money to pay for the campaign, to pass the referendum, and let the dues-paying members skate for a change. If I sound angry, I'm sorry, my friends. This time of year, when annual contract teachers are feeling the indignity of not having their contract renewed, always irritates me. This year, however, we all have cause to be angry. At least 95 annual and probationary contract teachers will go through this summer looking for work. With a teacher shortage looming over us, I would expect most of these teachers to find a job at other schools. But the gift of fear and intimidation goes with them, as well as with the staff they leave behind. My gut tells me that what happened during bargaining, our contract gains, and our solidarity has caused principals to demand the district allow them to show us who the boss really is. And our district has given them the green light. This will not be the first time the PCTA has had to fight back against this type of union resentment, and If it is the wish of principals in the district to waste time on an adversarial power struggle, we will have no choice but to oblige them. If you feel you have been unjustly non-renewed, here are the first 3 steps you need to take. Call PCTA PESPA and ask for your membership service director. Start applying for another position immediately, and ask your principal for a written summary of the rationale for your non-renewal. If you qualify for an appeal, PCTA PESPA will be with you every step of the way. Things keep getting tougher, my friends. Eventually, hopefully, the pendulum will swing back towards rational thought and maybe even a government that supports public education. Until that time, we survive by sticking together and watching out for each other. Till next time, thank you for all you do.